Alright, welcome back to another video. My name's Ethan. If this is your first time watching, welcome. So, as you can see, this 2350 is coming together quite nicely. It was out of the shop ready, running and driving around. Today, our mechanic's coming, the farm mechanic who helps with everything. Gonna put the loader brackets back on, loader, and probably not the hood yet. Here. So, this stack, if you've been watching for a while, you will have noticed it was tilted, that way? Yep. So, I got a JB Weld this up. Put a dab of JB Weld. You can see there's a crack there. Ran into the barn with it and it bent over. Whatever. Not a big deal. So when he had his torches here, he kind of torched it back straight. So I have JB Weld. I just never got to JB welding it this week. But what I'm going to start off by doing, because this tractor's going to run today, and it needs, I believe, 16 hours or so to sit with this high temperature JB Weld I got. We're going to wax it first. For as long as it takes, or as much time as I have, I'm going to wipe everything down. Get all this surface dirt off. I got the fenders here around the corner. Those are pretty dirty too. I was going to, at one point in time, fill all that with Bondo and sand it straight, but I don't know. It's hard to get rid of that. I even could have done that one, but the problem is the sandpaper discs catch on those and they rip and break. So, whatever, we're just gonna leave it, I think. We'll wax the fenders up. They sit down on the tractor, so you don't really see the rot. It's just, yeah. But that'll happen over 12,000 hours. Well, not even the hours so much as the years. 36 years old this year. So, yeah. Gonna get to wiping it down. This thing, it's running and driving. New clutch is great. We fixed some of the odds and ends. I put new grease fittings in that drive shaft. It really wasn't great to get them in there. They were special grease fittings and they really didn't sit too well. That one's sitting nice. It'll go good with grease. That other one down there, not so much. But it does take it. You just lose a lot. So it is what it is. So, yeah. Our park brake works great now. Not that I ever showed it, but the park brake used to pull all the way up to the top notches up there, and now it doesn't. So let's get to shining up this tractor. Alright, so 2350's out of here. Show you it in a minute. We don't have the hood on yet, but just wanted to show you this hood. It's not waxed, but it's wiped down the first time. I'll have to wipe it down again. But, yeah. It really comes back to life. I know I didn't show it before. Found the wax. We just ran out of time, or I ran out of time before we started to put it back together. But yeah, you can't even tell that earlier in the year we were moving stuff, because this 2350's loader tractor with, we were moving branches. And we had a branch, you could just see it. It came down across the loader and it landed there and there. And you can hardly even see it. Now that I pointed out, you probably can, but walking around, can't see it. We buffed it out, or I buffed it out the night after it happened, just bang. This hood's original paint, 36 years, 12,500-ish hours. It'll be 12,500 hours old this year. Yeah, it's not perfect. Like when you look close, you can see the hood ornaments missing, and where it comes together, where the plastic meets the metal, missing there. Oops. This mark here is where the diesel ring goes on. It's got some scratches from the fuel nozzle, but yeah, I'll show you the tractor now. It's not, obviously it doesn't have the hood on. Still a little bit of a work in progress. I'm not doing it, but the screwy threaded in the back for the 3-point hitch arms has to be adjusted again tomorrow. So, yeah, the tractor is bare bones. I still got a JB Weld up the stack, but I'll show you the fenders on it and whatnot. Alright, so it's been 2 days, I guess, since I last filmed. So, this tractor had a dead battery and we started it. We got this battery maintainer on there. You can see 12.9 volts is what we're at. Gonna go ahead and turn it off and unhook the leads. Not really too picky on the order I take them off right now. This tractor should just fire right up. So switch down, out of gear. Coming. There we go, it's a little cold out. Yeah, battery maintainer's off, so don't have to worry about that. Gonna let it warm up. Piece of metal in the ditch we're gonna go scoop up or on the side of the road. I don't know where it came from. Could have used 6432, but we haven't used this thing in a while, so I figure we better get after using it again. Small, simple job. But, yeah, corkscrew is set in the back yesterday while I was at school. This thing's ready to roll. So, let's get to it. There you go, there's a piece of metal. Not a clue what it's off of. Some piece of equipment. It was just laying right there. So, there's the dairy farm. Yeah, Mom noticed it on the way to a meeting. Figured I'd pick it up. So, not a clue where it is from, but... So yeah, not a clue what it is or what it's off of. Whatever. It's off the road now. No one will run over it. That'd be a day wrecker if you hit that with your car. So, yeah. Something. Could have been off the back of a bale rack. Slide them into the slots and, I don't know. Something homemade. But, yeah. Whatever. I know the neighbors watch. One of the neighbors will claim that if it's theirs. Or a couple of them do. But, yeah, here's 2350. Still got to put the hood on. Like I said, I got a JB Weld up the hole in the stack at the front. You will have seen before the stack was tipped that way. So we bent it back. The other thing, the light bulb that went in here, it, well, you can see I'll have to put a new wire end on it too. It snapped the lead off the wire and the bulb. So the bulb's done, the wire's done. I'll cut it really close. I'll put a new one on. Call that a day. What the plan is, I think, just because of what they cost, is one of these from John Deere, I believe, is $40. So what we've done, this back bulb here, it's LED. You know what? I'll turn the lights on. Kicks and giggles. So, this is what they currently look like. These are the 1986 bulbs on here. This is the LED bulb. It's much brighter. I believe when I upgraded these, well, I did them all on a bunch of them. This was like, the mounts rotted, but this one here is $79. And I'm pretty sure one of these is $40, $45. For an extra $30, I can upgrade that to LED. But I'm not just gonna upgrade one. I'll upgrade both. We'll have a spare. Yeah. If it was $27.50, I'd probably do something a little different. Because that tractor doesn't have a loader. You've seen it. This one, when the hood's on, you have front bulb here, but when your loader's up about here, you don't get any light. So if we upgrade the fenders to LED, we'll be better off. Yeah, So now, just got to chase down all the little issues that occur. I see already. I'll have to address it. There's a wire, it's running here. It's pinched in the floorboard. So what we'll have to do, or what I'll have to do, is I'll get a pry bar in here. I'll pry it back, slide the wire down to here. This tractor, in the 12,000 hours it has been on fire once. Not bad. Wasn't running it. For those of you that know a thing or two about these tractors, you can see it. This wire here, when the cover's clean, you can see just where it burnt a bit. But yeah, there's this wire here, runs underneath. It's the light harness. It's at night, and you can imagine when you're sitting here, fire comes right up there. So it wasn't me driving it, but the guy that did. Thankfully, he was smart enough. He jumped off, he turned off the lights. So yeah, when he turned off the lights, there was an electrical fire, so the fire went out. So, I don't know, that was a number of years ago now. It was before we had 6430. So we left it where it was. We got the harness taped up, rewrapped, and all that fun stuff. These fender bulbs don't work either anymore. But, yeah. This tractor's been through a lot over its life. We're just gonna keep fixing it. Doesn't owe us anything. Can't buy a new one for what you fixed this for. Saw $23.50 listed. Now this one's covered in manure, but these fenders here aren't rotted anymore. The old ones were, but they're new. Saw $23.50 for sale. The paint looked rougher than this. It had 5,000 hours, but I was watching the video. It wasn't running as good as this one either. Sometimes not even how much you use it. Like the hour count doesn't even kill something as fast as just sitting. So, yeah, that tractor, you could tell it had some blow-by. This one doesn't have near the amount of blow-by as that $23.50 did that I was watching online. Won $26,500 for it versus, you know, all in, well, parts were $2,200 plus. We'll upgrade the bulbs now. Like, keep what you have. So, yeah, there'll be little things. We'll have to get these cylinders packed, I guess, or not packed, but rebuilt. They leak a bit of oil. But, yeah, I'll upgrade what I have all day long as opposed to buy new, especially with tractors. Implements, it's a whole nother game. Those are nice to keep upgrading. But, it's $23.50. So, I'll wax the hood. I'll show you what that looks like after all waxed up. Then I'll put the hood on, JB Weld the stack, and you'll see that too. Alright, so it's later. Tonight I'm going to fill the pinhole in this stack here. You can see there's a hole there. I got JB Weld here, along with the, well, I used it to make Bondo. So I'm just flipping it up the other way along with these tabs. It's all homemade. Cut the bottom out of the laundry dish container. I know you can buy stuff to mix it and whatnot, but why spend the money when you can just take your knife, cut something up, and use it? So there you go. There's JB Weld mixed up. For those of you that don't know, you have two tubes of JB Weld. This one here, if you take the cap off, there's black in there and white in here. So you put equal amount of black and white down, and you go and you mix it up till you get a nice gray color like that. This specific one, it sets in 4 to 6 hours and it cures in 15 to 24. So we aren't going to use this tractor for the next day for anything. Just use 6430. It's already cleaned out heifer barn, so it won't get ran till probably Saturday again. So now it's a good time to weld it up with this putty. Yeah, it works really good, this JB Weld stuff, anytime you don't want to put a bead down, because you wouldn't want to weld this. It's just thin metal. So it's just best to mix up putty, put it over. Yeah, can withstand a pretty hot temperature too, hotter than this engine will get. So, and there you go, all filled up with this JB Weld. So a little bit left. I got a pinhole in the Bondo of my truck to fill. I'm just gonna fill it with this. This is basically the same stuff as Bondo, just more money and a little bit different compound, but same idea. Alright, got 2350 hood here again. I just wiped it down. I got some wax and well, I don't know what you want to call that, orbital sander with the polisher on it, I guess. Gonna polish the hood down. It'll come back out a little greener, although it is a little wet right now, but yeah, gonna go wax it down. There you go, all signed up. It's not perfect, but it's, you know, this tractor cleans out heifer barn manure. You can see, missed a bit here. Yeah, it's a dairy farming tractor. So, looks good, good enough. I'll throw it back on tomorrow after, take a look at that. JB Weld on there again. Turn it on, see. I'll throw it on Saturday, whenever. But, yeah. So, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing this 2350 get pretty much all the way wrapped up. I'll throw the hood on. You'll see it at some point. But, yeah, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching.